I'm Courtney Berg. I'm the director of Catholic Charities Southside Center, which is an outreach center within Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of St. Louis. So we are located in South St. Louis, and we work primarily with the immigrant and refugee community. Our service mission is to provide culturally competent social services, mental health, and youth programming. And what we found is that our families are coming to us from a wide geographic background, so not just Latino cultures and Vietnamese cultures, but a very, very wide range, but also a wide range from St. Louis. So we work with families that are coming from well over 55 different zip codes to receive the types of services that we're providing. All of our staff speaks at least 2 languages. So we try to offer that linguistic competency, but then all of our programs are really guided with this idea of cultural competency. So in our youth programs, we have children that are from Nepal, countries in Africa, all states in Mexico, Vietnam, just all over, but we're going to deliver really high quality youth programming to them. That is the overarching goal, that is the overarching mission, and to really make sure that there's that safe place for them to create that community and to grow those skills. With the elders and some of the adult women, they themselves primarily are refugees. They were, many of them, part of the first wave of refugees that were resettled here in St. Louis. Others are newer arrivals in the mid-90s, but all have resettled in St. Louis. I think St. Louis is a very wonderful community because we have so many diverse immigrant and refugee families that are making up our community. With the Vietnamese, they are a very, very vibrant community here in St. Louis and definitely part of Southside. What you saw is definitely the strength of the women. Culturally, they really are the cornerstone of the family. When they talk about what their experience is and having to be separated from family or their children in another country. For many of them, they had partners who were in re-education camps for a long period of time. But with both the adults and the elders, as well as the children, you will hear a very different worldview than probably a lot of native-born St. Louisans. The worldview is very much about the family, about the greater community. I think the teens said it really well, that they are not just Vietnamese or just American, they're Vietnamese American, and for each of them that means something totally different. And if Southside can be that third home, wonderful. But they are really the courageous ones, and the women. It's very humbling to listen to their stories and what is going on with them. And so when we talk about privilege, we're privileged to be able to work with these families, to learn from these families, and really push ourselves to make sure we're providing the best services we can, and hopefully too building that bridge with the rest of St. Louis, that they know what is going on in all of these communities, and that it is kind of this broader network. So hopefully that is part of what we do too.